Yeah, that thing. I'm doing the research and putting it all together right now. The fans believe it. They know it's all BS.
Nah, the fans don't believe it at all, but we just gotta, stand on business and let them know that we not playing. Tell us she getting sued, right?
Yeah, CCTV ain't getting sued, all of it.
Okay. You getting sued, ma'am. Y'all got me. Not Draco. I need another mansion. You getting sued. That was my lawyer. Hell no, you definitely getting sued. You, both of y'all, everybody getting sued. Y'all got me f***ed up. And anybody that posted, y'all getting sued too. Everybody getting sued!
The drama between 50 Cent and Vivica A. Fox continues to escalate, and fans are glued to the latest twists and turns. Recently, Vivica has been working on a project related to BMF, Black Mafia Family, which didn't sit well with 50 Cent. For context, 50 launched his own BMF series in 2021, and it's become one of Starz's biggest hits. When he learned about Vivica's project, he took to Instagram to share his disapproval, writing, "This should say 263, not BMF. What the heck is this? Show me the food, Viva. You're never going to leave me alone, huh?" He even dragged Judge Mathis into the mix, adding, "What's Judge Mathis doing in this? I'm done with all of you." Vivica wasn't about to let the comment slide. Appearing on Sherry, she laughed off 50's remarks, calling them a backhanded compliment. That was his way of showing support. "Thanks, boo," she said with a smile. On her social media, she shared his post, writing, "Waking up to my ex at 50 Cent showing support. Don't worry, darling, we've got this. We're telling the real story." But the story didn't end there. 50 Cent responded by revisiting their past relationship. He shared a throwback clip on Instagram from the 2003 BET Awards, where he accepted the Best New Artist award. In the video, he flirted with Vivica, who was in the audience, saying, "I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress." Clearly, the tension between the two remains strong, blending old flames, ongoing feuds, and professional rivalries. Fans are left wondering how far this public spat will go. 50 Cent and Vivica A. Fox's whirlwind romance might have seemed like a Hollywood fairy tale, but behind the scenes, it was anything but. Their relationship began in 2003 when 50 was on top of the world, fresh off the massive success of his debut album Get Rich or Die Tryin'. Backed by rap legend
Swish. That's why he's always able to call others on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together. Game recognized game. There's no way in the world that man understands that much about homosexual dealings in the industry, is constantly calling people out, and he ain't seen none of it personally.
Sold an astonishing 872,000 copies in its first week alone, and having Vivica by his side only added to the magic. Vivica was no stranger to the spotlight either. Known for her roles in blockbuster hits like
Filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which are Casablancas and gardenias.
He's very romantic, and he's like a big teddy bear.
Fame in Hollywood. Together, they seemed like the ultimate power couple, unstoppable and picture-perfect. But the fairy tale didn't last. Their breakup was as dramatic as their romance had been. In 2005, Vivica opened up on the Tyra Banks show, revealing how the relationship fell apart and how she became the target of public blame. According to Vivica, things soured after 50 accused her of using their relationship for publicity. She was hurt by his comments, especially since she was already a successful actress before they got together. "It wasn't the press," she told Tyra. "It was him." Vivica also shared that the breakup blindsided her. She found out it was over through a radio broadcast when 50 announced their split without telling her first. "A friend called me and said, 'Your boy's on the radio saying it's over.' I was shocked. I didn't even know we were done," she recounted. 50, on the other hand, claimed he stopped calling Vivica because he felt her team, especially her publicist, was using him for publicity. "Her people were taking advantage of the situation," he said. "At that point, I just stopped calling." Despite their split, Vivica has always been candid about her feelings for 50 Cent. She admitted he was incredibly romantic, sharing how he once filled her house with Casablanca lilies and gardenias, her favorite flowers. But she also said their whirlwind relationship taught her valuable lessons about privacy and taking time to truly know someone. Years later, the tension between them flared up again. In a post featuring a clip of Vivica, 50 Cent joked about their past, writing, "I've got to learn to shut my mouth sometimes. Look at that, that's trouble." It seemed like a half-hearted acknowledgement of their turbulent romance. Adding fuel to the fire, Vivica and others—
Oh, you dumped her. Be honest.
Okay, I ain't calling no more.
Oh, really?
I just stopped calling.
Really?
Well, what happened?
She told you to stop calling?
Nah, I stopped calling. I feel like her people were taking advantage of the situation as far as her publicist.
They were using you for publicity. Good for you.
Nah, they couldn't have been using me for publicity because then, you know.
In a way, you're the hottest thing out there.
Yeah, but in the then it would be, then we wouldn't have been together intimate.
Vivica responded to his remarks on Empire's ratings drop by saying, "The pot calling the kettle black, that's all I'm saying." The comments sparked speculation, with some interpreting it as a jab at 50's sexuality. He didn't take—
European tour.
Yes.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
No, the relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
You found out on the radio.
My friend Daryl Brown called me and said, "Yo, your boy's on the radio blasting you." And first I went, "Who?" And he was like, 50 Cent. I was like, "Curtis?" He was like, "Yeah, he's telling everybody you guys broke up." And I was like, "We did?" Huh. So he never personally said, "It's a wrap."
On the radio, huh?
Yeah, but he went on, and you know, that was his way. That was his way. When I look back at it now, you know, he went back to being that tough guy. The main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast.
Social media posts about her. For Vivica, it's been a roller coaster ride of love, heartbreak, and public drama. Whether she's addressing the past or standing her ground in the face of criticism, one thing is clear: she's not afraid to speak her truth. Vivica A. Fox and 50 Cent's On Again, Off Again drama has been a roller coaster, filled with twists, public feuds, and heartfelt admissions. Reflecting on their relationship, Vivica told Tyra Banks that things fell apart because they went public too quickly. "It wasn't the press, it was him."
It was like a huge learning lesson for me. You know, it was the first time that I went public with the relationship that I should have maybe taken the time to get to know him.
With 50 Cent?
Yes, Curtis. That's what I met him as, Curtis. But anyway, the relationship didn't work out, but the press lasted a lot longer than the relationship did. So, I mean,
Why do you think the press does that? Why do they, like, vilify the woman? Because when I read that stuff, I was like, it's so ridiculous.
No, it wasn't the press. It was him.
Oh.
No, it was him. He was like, she's exploiting me. She's trying to use me for, you know, to get publicity, and which was so not true. I was about to be in a film with, you know, Oscar-winning actors, and I've been acting for years. But, you know, I just considered that ghetto love.
She dismissed his claims as ghetto love, saying it was his way of dealing with the breakup. Despite the accusations and drama, Vivica admitted to Tyra
Me how I felt driving down the street and it would come on the radio.
That song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or The Game rapping about me.
Yeah.
And he was his artist at the time. That was awful to live through.
Yeah.
It broke my heart, but I still.
one that taught her the value of taking things slow. "When I met him, he was Curtis, not 50 Cent," she reflected. Unfortunately, while their relationship didn't last long, the media attention around it lingered far longer. After their split, things got messy. 50
Who called who?
I called her.
You did?
Yeah.
That's so sweet. What did you say when you called
I
her?
said, "You gotta stop fighting me and get my video."
And she said,
She was surprised that I'd actually reached out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're friends now.
Yeah.
Would you ever date her again?
Well, the song's about when relationships don't work. And when I explained it to her, you know, it kind of intensified what the song was about, with me being an individual in the public
sees us as that relationship that didn't work.
Meaning you're not going to date anymore.
Making harsh public comments. She shared how hurtful it was to hear a song about her on the radio or to be mentioned in lyrics by other artists signed to 50 Cent's label. Despite all this, she admitted she still had love for him. In an unexpected twist, the two managed to patch things up a few years later. Leading up to the release of 50's Before I Self-Destruct album, he revealed that he and Vivica had reconciled as friends. Vivica even appeared in one of his music videos. "I called her," 50 Cent shared. "I said, you got to stop fighting me and get in my video." She was surprised but agreed. While they smoothed things over,
ratings dip on gay stuff.
First of all, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
So, you're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
chapter was closed. But the peace didn't last. In 2015, their feud reignited after Vivica appeared on Watch What Happens Live. Host Andy Cohen asked her about a controversial Instagram post where 50 blamed a dip in Empire's ratings on too much gay stuff. Since Vivica starred in and produced Empire, a rival to 50's show Power, this hit close to home. Vivica's response was blunt. "The pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying." Many viewers interpreted her remark as hinting at 50's sexuality. The comments set off another round of drama. 50 Cent fired back on social media, sharing unflattering photos of Vivica and mocking her. In one post, he wrote, "Remember when you said you could have played all of Halle Berry's roles better than her?" It was a low blow, but Vivica didn't back down. "I voiced my opinion and I stand by it," she told reporters in November 2015. From ex-lovers to friends and back to adversaries, Vivica and 50 Cent's relationship has been anything but boring. Whether they'll ever truly make peace remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure. Their saga keeps everyone talking. The drama between Vivica Fox and 50 Cent is far from over. Their feud recently flared up again when Vivica responded to 50 on Instagram, calling him out and even suggesting they settle things publicly. She posted, "Hey at 50 Cent, since you keep spreading that lie, I challenge you. Let's appear on Watch What Happens Live together and clear this up. That never happened and you know it. Let me know when you're ready, because I am..." But she didn't stop there. According to reports, Vivica, who was 53 at the time, said she felt compelled to speak up because 50 Cent had allegedly been spreading false stories about her for years. When asked about her remarks, 50 Cent brushed it off, telling US Weekly, "It feels like desperation. She's just looking for attention at this point. I haven't had anything to do with her in over a decade." Here's an interesting twist. Vivica revealed that 50 was once close to proposing, but changed his mind after a performance she gave at an event in Monaco. Apparently, he felt she stole the spotlight, and that was enough for him to back out. Reflecting on it, Vivica said, "He was very much in love with me. I found out later he was planning to propose, and that's why it stuck with me for so long." Oh, and about that engagement ring? Vivica cheekily admitted she turned the 12-carat stunner into a pair of earrings. Talk about making the best of a breakup. The tension didn't end there. In 2020, Vivica criticized 50 Cent for his controversial comments during an interview on Lil Wayne's Young Money radio. He claimed black women get angry when a black man dates exotic women. Vivica clapped back during an episode of Fox Soul's Cocktails with Queens, calling his remarks disappointing. "He just has these boyish tendencies," she said. "You don't want anyone to challenge you. You just want a pretty little trophy. You can't handle a strong black woman, can you?" Of course, 50 Cent couldn't resist firing back. Meanwhile, Vivica mostly stayed above the fray, but it seems everyone has their breaking point. When a leaked video surfaced, it was like the ultimate petty revenge, proving Vivica isn't afraid to defend herself, even if it means spilling some tea. What's your take on all this? Could there still be unresolved feelings between these two? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates. Until next time, stay real, fam.